Unfolding the Great Istorya. 2020 is about to end. In contrast, it doesn't seem to feel like it has been almost a year. By listening to the deafening and disheartening blubber and clamor on social media about the stories of this year while dealing with your own inhibitions, it would only collectively end up to exhaustion of the mind, spirit, and body. The desire to unchain yourself from this quagmire is incessant. Discovering and going to new places always awaken my interest. One of the most gratifying things to do. This deep enthusiasm has led me to come upon a story of magnificent beauty, Istorya. The day came. We agreed to meet at 5 a.m. to hail a bus to Ross City. The start of a great Istorya begins. I always love bus rides. It always feels like a great expedition to the unknown. The curiosity is like a tingling sensation in my heart that makes me more curious about the unknown, a beautiful unknown. The ride was more or less than 3 hours to the appointed destination. Back. The truck driver hasn't heard so much about the place. On the other hand, after a long, winding, and turning to different streets, we were able to reach the main road to Istorya. How did we know? It was simply because they provided street signs and directions going to the place to be. We easily trailed on the signs and eventually arrived in Istorya. Upon entering the gate and going down the track, my eyes were glued on the unbelievable view in front of me. The flock of different species of plants is the facade that you would definitely see as you enter. The towering trees and species of palm trees perched into an arch all the way through the cemented road. We were signaled to check in. As we go up on the way to the reception area, our eyes were greeted by several numbers of the controversial giant alocasia plants. The reception area has a vintage feel. The health check protocols were carried out. The receptionist was helpful and we were asked to advance our order for our food. The price of the food is affordable and reasonable. He then gave us a contact number that we can call whenever we need something. As one of the adherents to social distancing policy, since it's a day trip, we were led to a function hall and were given our own table and chairs. The table was already set with drinking water and utensils. We were the first guests on that day. After a while, we decided to roam around the place. The place was really admirable and even beyond expectation. We were as if charmed by the place, and where we go is all surrounded by flourishing greenery. The pool is wide, blue, and inviting. Each of the rattan furniture pieces thoughtfully placed, and it exudes an imposing statement. The music playing on the background sets the mood for an enjoyable dip into the pool. I was still feeling unsure about swimming though. As I look ahead from the pool, a maze pathway and a commanding facade of the Magdalena Salon de Baile are peeking out to the view. The excitement was intensified, so we changed into our photo op getup. Going into the Magdalena ballroom was even more magical. It feels like we have been transported into the Renaissance era. The whole grand ballroom was an exquisite beauty. Grand has become an understatement. From its wooden furnishings to the chandeliers, the whole building is spawning a regal semblance. The iconic checkerboard pattern floor added great nuances to its regality. Then, there are those unique spiral staircases that give access to the show-stopping foyers. The whole interior and exterior of the ballroom is a statement. Furthermore, we also indulge in the delectable dishes on the menu. Pechay salad was the first for me, but it was the most outstanding among the dishes served to us. Really, don't get me wrong, all the food were really delicious and surprisingly affordable. The food was freshly prepared and cooked in their in-house restaurant, Cafe Blanco, which we missed visiting unfortunately. Also, the experience would not be complete without enjoying the enticing water as well as the fun of kayaking in the pool. Again, kayaking was a first for me. As we expected, we enjoyed the pool and kayaking was so much. The fact that we were the only guests who were swimming at that time was a plus. We were so captivated by the moment that we didn't even mind, even if it was pouring. The rain made it more thrilling and fun. It was about 30 minutes before our pickup time when we decided to culminate our indulgence. The whole experience was so rewarding that it seemed like we stayed longer, although it was just a day tour. The place was indeed worth all the twists and turns. It is like a gift from God, a gift of rest for a body, mind, soul, and spirit. As Psalm 25:14 says, there is a private place reserved for the lovers of God, where they sit near Him and receive the revelation secrets of His promises. Istorya is indeed a place where you will be able to experience the beauty of relaxation and the pleasure of nature, a place where you can gain an Istorya to tell when you live.